share my screen. All right. Right. Yeah. So welcome guys. Welcome to today's MetaVerse Experience Officer Chatfest 3. So first let's look at, it's very exciting to see that Facebook has changed its name to Meta, and welcome you guys to read this Cointelegraph post about Darwinia and EvolutionLand and how we're building the Web3 metaverse in GameFi, NFT, and everything here. And welcome to retweet and distribute this post to all of our Discord and Telegram channels, to create more awareness about Darwinia in the metaverse ecosystem. So I'm also very glad that we have changed the name of our investor program into MetaVerse Experience Officer Program. So definitely welcome you guys to recommend more of your friends to join MetaVerse Experience Officer Program to contribute more to the Darwinia and EvolutionLand. Yeah. So let's look at today's content for today's chat fast. First, I'm gonna share a brief preview of our Darwinia PL plan about some of our rewards, and we're going to release. Is someone? Are you guys hearing some noise? Okay, it's fine for now. It's fine now.
Oh, okay. I can feel there's a little bit lagging from you, but
Okay.
normally that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, great. I guess for now it's fine. Yeah. And then Tiny is going to share some exciting PVE new updates. And finally, Robin is going to walk you through some tech innovations about Darwinia Substrate to Substrate Bridge. I guess you guys are really excited about this bridge technology. So first, I'm going to share a brief preview of Darwinia PL plan. For this times, we're going to have like 4 different rewards. So as you suggested, we for this time we're going to add Katon as part of our PL plan, not just for the token rewards part, not just Ring. So for the token rewards, we're still going to have token pool to share according to the dot contribution ratio to the whole Darwinia crowdloan, and we're going to reward our contributors both rings and katons. So where do we get these katons to actually reward our contributors? As you guys may know that all katons, there is no pre-mining. You have to lock your rings to mine katons. But as you may know that a lot of projects are going to do a kind of a little bit vesting of all rewarded tokens, like say these tokens are going to be vested for like 12 months. So as a part of the reason that we are trying to release the liquidity of these vested rings, because we're also going to rewarded rings is also going to have a vesting period. So to release the liquidity of these vested rings, so we are going to stake these rings for our contributors. They're not going to do the staking themselves to lock these rings to Darwinia mainnet. We're going to do the staking for them and release the liquidity of the vested rings. So we're going to distribute both ring and Katon rewards to our DOT contributors. That's the first part. That would be the token prize pool. And the second part of the reward is also going to be NFTs. We're going to have some EvolutionLand NFT packages. It's great to see that a lot of people in our community are seeing the value of EvolutionLand NFTs, and we're also going to see they're getting the importance of the NFTs as we're seeing the metaverse is kind of a hype in the whole crypto community. And we're also trying to reach out to more metaverse projects, maybe not in the Polkadot ecosystem, to see if they can work with us to have some joint name NFTs to distribute to our DOT contributors. And that definitely going to be limited editions of NFTs. That would be the second part of the reward. And then about a BTC reward, we're definitely going to have reward BTC this time, but the distribution way of BTC would be different. And we're going to officially release our PL plan very soon. So just please stay tuned to our Twitter and Telegram post. And finally, we're going to have more exciting bonus for our contributors, like say the referral program you guys highly recommended, and also early bird bonus for our early contributors. So that would be the main four parts of our Darwinia PL plan. And we're going to release an official article about all the details and everything. Yeah. And during today's Q&A question session, you're free to raise your questions and your concerns and everything. All right. Do you guys have any questions about the Darwinia PL plan?
I guys don't be shy to ask any question though.
Yeah, right. Hustler, so you can go first, or
to go first on what? What am I speaking about?
so I heard you might have some questions about that.
Oh, just allocation and stuff like that, but that's gonna come with the release of the information. So yeah, but people have been asking me, but
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean it's been pretty much. I've been telling people pretty much. It's almost similar to what we had before, but I didn't say it's exact. So having the allocation information and everything would probably be
Right.
ideal.
It's about allocation information. So rings is going to be vested for several months, but Katon would be also distributed to contributors to compensate the liquidity loss. Yeah, that's something great to know.
Yeah, good. Cool.
Right. Any other questions?
I just got a quick. Yeah, I've got a quick question about the NFTs. Are you going to be releasing them on which mainnet?
Oh, which mainnet? Yeah, right. Tiny is going to explain this part for you guys. Yeah. Tiny, are you there? Which continent?
About the continent and the NFT, there are two different types. First, that the maybe memorize like mental NFT will be released on Darwinia mainnet and maybe sorry, not on Darwinia mainnet. If you want to use in EvolutionLand game, it will be released on like Crab Network or Heckle or Polygon. It can be choose, and also the NFT like Land and Napazo rewards will be released on also this the same with the same with Mendo Mendo chain like Crab, Polygon, Heckle, and also Ethereum and Tron. And you can choose from this, but I'm not pretty sure that Ethereum and Tron NFTs is attractive enough because the active users on these two lands is not two continents is not maybe enough, and high gas price on Ethereum. So maybe Crab, Polygon, and Hiko will be the main choices.
All right. So are we seeing that? Yeah. So we're also developing our PLO website. So there is going to be a independent website for claiming all these rewards, like say rain, Ktons, and NFTs, and you're going to see your ratio, your referral program, and your early bird bonus on specific website. All these information, and also when you claim all your rewards, you're going to like choose which continent according to your own preference. Yeah. All right. Any other questions?
I do have one more question. So I noticed with the X dot staking with Equilibrium, is that going to be kind of overshadowing the Kusama crowd loans, or like how is that going to be like extended? Like, are we going to be like the first ones to be a part of the Polkadot crowd loans, or is that like completely?
Yeah, I guess for details of these support from them, we're going to have an AMA from them to walk you through how things are going. Yeah.
Okay. So our PLO strategy is mostly focusing right now on Kusama, right?
No. Our PL plan is focusing on the Polkadot mainnet. We're going for the Polkadot Parachain auction this time. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So with the crab continent, so we're gonna be releasing that with the S2S bridge without mainnet EvolutionLand.
Exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, you heard that we're going to have the crab continent. That's why, because we're going to launch the Substrate to Substrate bridge. So that's why Crab Network is possible to get launched before the Polkadot Parachain auction, right?
Awesome.
We're trying to, before that.
Sweet.
All right. So let me clarify everything. Darwinia PL plan is not for Kusama this time. Is for the Polkadot Parachain auction. Yeah. So where we're not going for the Kusama Parachain auction, I guess. So we're not going for the Kusama Parachain auction. So we're because you may have saw the tweets from the Kusama official Twitter. There are going to be a lot of Kusama Parachain auctions, maybe like I guess it's over 24 slots. So the cost of winning one Kusama Parachain slot is going to be cheaper. And as we are also launching our own Substrate to Substrate bridge, so getting a Kusama Parachain auction slot is not very urgent as the Polkadot Parachain auction. And we're definitely going to see more hype and more attention from the community for the Polkadot Parachain auction. So that's why we're going for the Polkadot Parachain auction. Yeah. And we have prepared very nice, very decent PL plan for our contributors, and just going to release very soon. Yeah. All right. Any other questions? Nope. All right. So next, let's welcome Tiny to share some exciting updates of EvolutionLand PVE gameplays. All right, Tiny, are you going to share?
Thank you. Yeah, I am going to share something about the PVE. And I'm very glad that we get some positive comments about the PVE function. Actually, we hope this function could make EvolutionLand get evolved into a new kind of new version that could allow players get into the game without paying much money, just own 4 puzzles, and will have some interesting gameplays. Actually, and I'm going to share you maybe the concept and what the PVE are going to evolve in the next stage. First, about the gameplay. I hope, I think maybe some of you have tried this PVE on testnet, and about the gameplay that the puzzle could go to the cave exploring for several times one day, and the cost, maybe kind of ticket, is a COO, which will gathered from the AFK system, depends on their ATK. And then after you spend some COO to explore the cave, and you will meet some monsters like dragon, slim, and Terran, and these monsters will attack your puzzle team, and if you win them, you will get some rewards, and the rewards is materials. There are two kinds of materials: monster bones and monster spirit. The monster spirit is kind of rare materials that only both stage will only pass both stage will get this reward, and it will be the kind of key materials to forge new weapons and other things. And another thing that monster bones, it will be a basic or fundamental materials. And also the bones and the spirit are dividing to now it is dividing to three levels: the junior, intermediate, and the senior. In the first and second levels, you will get junior ones, and if you go to the third, you will get the intermediate one, and also the maybe the cave will extend in the future, and maybe the difficulty will get some adjustment to fit the puzzle strength. And then is that the some interesting thing that is the element counter. Your puzzle's element maybe resource level will have some bring some bonus when you beat with monsters. You can see in the page that there will be a today attribution, and actually it will change every week. So you could build different puzzle team to beat with the monsters, to beat the monsters, and take advantage of your element level advantage. Like for each level will bring you 0.3% bonus ATK to as a bonus to for your element level. And then about the critical hit. The critical hit will bring 200% damage to the monster. So there may be some different types of puzzle teams in the future, like high ATK, high defense, high HP, or high critical hit. And also in the next several version, we will our plan is that first the equipment and the career system will bring a puzzle team much better great enhancement. And then is the roguelike gameplay. it allows players to choose one maybe enhancement after clear the stage. And last is the hard mode. In the hard mode, there are some conditions that the Apazo team will meet in the cave, like cannot recover their HP, or the monster have higher critical hit rate. So it will be also there will be also more abundant or more attractive rewards. These are our plan. And another thing I want to discuss with you is about the governance of EvolutionLand. We are very glad to have several proposals since the Polygon continent governance system launched. And also we hope there will be a better way for us to gather the maybe suggestions from the community. Also, we want the governance system play a much important role in EvolutionLand development, and in the future, like the governance system will set different parameter in different continents and make every continent have their own maybe attribution. I think that will be very interesting. But we also made some trouble when we want to launch the Heckle version governance because there is no active. Sorry, let me see. Yes, we missed some technical issues when we want to launch this version. But we will solve it as soon as possible, and let Heckle players gather to create some proposals. That's very. I think that will be very cool. And yeah, that's what I want to share with you. If you have any questions or you have any suggestions about PVE and the governance systems, kindly let me know about that.
Hi, Tiny. Just we need to know, do you have a specific documents or the details in test, so we can check about easier? You can send it to the official chat or our MetaVerse Officer Chat.
Yeah,
that would be more easier to follow.
I have I saw that thing is streaming about the now the page is governance system.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just once you upgrade it, yeah, show us in the test. That'll be more easier to follow.
I have sent the Cave Explorer docs in the general channel, and you can find that.
Sure.
I'm not sure if I speak too fast, and there are many things in many continents there.
Yeah, I got you. Any other people's having question with the our PVE update?
I have a question with so with Katon on Hiko, is that gonna be? Are we gonna wait till the S2S bridge is built to it, or not S2S, but like more EVM compatible bridges? Or are we just gonna bridge it over through like centralized means? Obviously, that's probably not the best bet, but like what's the less technical reason why we can't have Katon on Hiko or on Donning?
Yeah, it's because of the bridge. There is no bridge that
Yeah.
allow Keton to the Hiko, and also as we know that Darwinia is mainly focusing on the bridge, but if we use the third party bridge, there will be maybe strange, kind of strange. So we hope that Darwinia bridge will support the Keton transfer between Ethereum and the Hiko in the future. And also, if we use the third-party bridge, there will be two different Keton in the future, and it will make some difficulty for players to recognize which one is uh, real Keton, or it brings some trouble in the future. So we hope, and we want to trust the Darwinia bridge rather than any other bridges. Also, there uh, for Hiko and for B, there is much limit to maybe update new coins or to list new coins in their exchanges. So still, it's hard to kind of list the Keton on for big exchanges. So I think only the bridge is the only way to transfer between Ethereum and Darwinia to the Hiko.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm clear with that as well.
Great. So now let's welcome Robin to share some tech innovations of Darwinia Substrate to Substrate Bridge. All right, Robin, are you ready to share your screen? Hello, Robin.
Okay, let me share my screen. Can you guys hear me?
Hello. Hi, Robin.
Hi, Hassan.
Hey.
Robin, remember to share your whole screen, not just your keynote. Yeah.
Let me check.
Yeah, so it would be a little bit problem if you just share your keynote, and yeah, so just share your entire
Wait.
screen.
Okay. Okay. Entire screen, yeah.
Yeah, great. Great to have Robin today to join us. Thank you, Robin.
Can you see the slide?
Can you guys see Robin's slides here?
Hello.
I cannot see your slides. How about you guys?
I can't see any, just as a closed stream.
Jack, can you see Robin's slides?
Hello.
Yeah, let's give Robin a second. Hey, Robin, I cannot see your slides.
Mm-hmm. Great. Select something. It just flashed.
share your entire screen.
Yeah.
Or you can send your slides to me. I can play your slides for you.
Okay. Thank you.
I just modified Robin's permissions. He may have been restricted as just a guest, so he can try again.
Yeah.
All right.
That might be
Yeah.
the problem.
Oh, all right. So Robin, just try again.
Okay. Is it working now? It appears and disappears.
All right. You just send it to me, and I will play your slides for you. Hey, Robin, have you sent
Yeah.
your slides to me?
Yeah. I'm sending. One moment.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Yeah. Can you see it now? In Slack.
Sorry, Robin. So okay, I cannot open like PPT. I can only open Keynote, or you can send me PDF.
Okay. Okay. I'll give you a keynote.
Yeah, guys, you can look at my screen now. Yeah. Okay. A little bit. All right. Yeah.
Hold on a second. Yeah.
All right. So today, Robin is going to share us an introduction to Substrate bridges. All right. All right.
Do you guys see it now?
We can are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. You're free to
Can you
take.
see it now?
Robin, you're ready to take over here. I'm sharing my screen.
Yeah. Keynote or PowerPoint?
I opened your PowerPoint.
Okay. Okay. So. Okay, please, would you please move the slide to the cover?
All right.
First page of it.
Yeah, so this is your cover, an introduction to substrate bridges. Your
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Hi. Hello. Sorry for the delay. Nice to meet you again. This is Robin, and today we'll talk about one of our recent focuses of work, substrate to substrate bridges. We are still testing the bridge intensively. Okay. Would you please turn to page 2, 3? Bree, how can I see the screen?
Is everyone else seeing this? I can't see it.
I cannot see it.
Yeah. I didn't see the front page either. Oh, yeah, there's that page.
Yeah. Can you guys, because I am sharing my entire screen now.
Oh, okay.
So you guys are supposed to see my screen. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Before we start, let me explain the title a little bit. Substrate, and we have two keywords here: substrate and bridge. So, by substrate, we mean a blockchain built with the substrate framework. And substrate is a modular framework created and maintained by Parity. With Substrate, you can build and customize your blockchain without coding from scratch. Polkadot and Kusama are both substrate-based blockchains, and our Darwinia, Crab, and all the test networks, Pangolin, you guys might have heard of, are all substrate-based blockchains, and that's what we call substrate-based blockchains. And bridge, by bridge we mean some mechanism that enables communication between two blockchains. The most common usage of cross-chain bridge is transfer of tokens between two blockchains. So that's the explanation to the title. Okay, let's turn to page 3. Okay, this is a diagram. The characters might be small, but it doesn't matter. This is a diagram of the cross-chain bridge in layers. That's a architecture of our design. The application layer rests on top of the message layer, and the message layer in turn relies on the truth layer. The truth layer is can be called light client, or the truth layer is implemented via the light client. Okay, let's continue to page 4. Bree, you can go to the next page. Hello?
Yeah, I've moved to topics. I have moved your slides to topics.
Yeah, but it seems it doesn't change though.
I can't see it, yeah.
Some problem with the streaming. Okay, it doesn't matter. We can wait.
Yeah, because I'm
got...
sharing my entire screen. So yeah, so it's page 4 topics. Can you guys see it here?
Not yet. We we can wait, but I won't stop the explanation. It's gonna be the outline of the topics we will cover today. First, we will introduce the philosophy of light client-based bridges. We have several options when designing a cross-chain bridge, and light client-based is just one of them. Then we will talk about the grandpa finality light client. So many jargons. Which is adopted in Polkadot Network. So what is the finality anyway? Okay, perfect. Okay, let's continue. What is finality anyway? One of the most critical responsibilities of a full node in a blockchain is to produce blocks. But which blocks are to be accepted by the whole network? There should be a consensus on how to accept a block. Once the whole network accepts a block, it is finalized, and the consensus is called finality. The light client is the foundation of a bridge, and in this part, we'll explain the concept of a grandpa, GRANDPA, grandpa fidelity. The third topic we'll cover is the bridge message layer, where some technical details are involved. And in the end, we will introduce an application which is called mapping token protocol. Mapping token protocol is an essential part of the cross-chain transfer function, such as transferring rings between Darwinia and Ethereum. But our discussion won't be in strict order listed here because those topics are interwoven in some way. Okay. Bree, would you please continue to page 5?
Okay. So what is a light client-based bridge?
The screen freezes. Okay. Now we are here. Okay. What is a light client-based bridge? Now, what is a light client-based bridge? One essential aspect that distinguishes the light client bridge from custody-based ones is a level of trust. Unlike a custody-based bridge, which feeds messages to a target chain via a set of trusted nodes or oracles, the credibility of a light client bridge stems from certain consensus and the verification of finality. The synchronized headers and corresponding finality proofs must comply with the predefined rules and logic. A variety of cryptographic technologies can be applied in such verification. Simply put, we don't have with the light client-based bridge, we don't have to trust a single node. We don't have to trust a single node or multiple node. We only have to trust the algorithm, the consensus. So we introduced a Merkle tree before. Merkle tree in Bitcoin and Merkle Patricia tries in Ethereum are two well-known examples. They're examples of cryptographic technologies applied in finality verification. Okay. Let's continue. Next page, please.
interactive process.
Mm-hmm. It goes back to the previous page.
All right. Grandpa finality, right?
We are still on light client-based bridges topics. Yeah, perfect. Okay. The process of cross-chain bridging can be broken down into seven steps. Can be next page. Yeah. Okay. Interactive process. Okay. In this diagram, we can see the process of cross-chain bridging. On the top, we see that the header layer keeps track of headers on the source chain. That's step one, and delivers new headers and the finality proofs to the target chain without any modification. That's step two. Okay, the light client on the target chain verifies the headers and records them for later use. That's step three. Similarly, down here, the message layer keeps watching for new messages. Step four, and synchronizes them to the target chain, and that's what step five is for. The light client on the target chain can check the validity of the messages using the corresponding headers. Yeah, that's step six. After the message passes the verification, the payload contained in the message can be interpreted and executed accordingly. That's the final step. Step seven. Okay, let's continue. Okay, that's a graphic explanation of grandpa finality. This diagram, or in this diagram, we can see that block C. Can you see? Yeah. Bottom up A, B, C in the gray area. Okay, we can see blocks C, B, A are finalized. So there's no branches. There are no branches here. Okay, while every validator node votes on a specific block and its ancestors along the chain. For example, node 2 votes on block F1 directly, which implies that it accepts F1's ancestors, E1, D2. You guys might not see the characters very clearly, but you can imagine, right? Okay, E1, D2, and C, block C. Okay, Grandpa finds that their latest common ancestor, which is C, and finalizes it because C gets the most votes. What with block C being finalized, so are its ancestors B and A. Okay, so that's the general principle of grandpa finality. Okay, let's continue to the next page. Here are four essential components of our cross-chain bridges. Okay. First, the messages are generated on the source chain, and Bree, would you please turn to page 9? Okay. Here's the sequence diagram of messaging. Okay. First, the messages are generated on the chain and appended to the message queue. And the relayer fetches messages by RPC from the head of the queue along with their Merkle proofs and relays them to the target chain. The target chain verifies the received message with the Merkle proofs. After the verification, the target chain sends out a confirm message. Okay, the relayer passes the confirm message back to the source chain. A light client on the target chain verifies the confirm message and deleted the corresponding message from the queue. And in the end, the system distributes rewards among the relayers who contribute in the process. So in this process, those relayer nodes get rewarded. The message we are talking about here, nothing more than a sequence of bytes. So in this layer, we do not care about their meaning. So in theory, we can transfer any type of data, be it a ring, ERC20, ERC721 tokens. Okay, let's continue. Now, we can introduce the mapping token protocol. Let's step back and think, what does cross-chain transfer of assets mean exactly? There are no tangible things such as gold coins or paper bills to move, right? This figure depicts a typical solution that locks the tokens on the source chain, which is backing, and issues the corresponding token on the target chain atomically. Atomically means the two steps have the two processes. Either they happen or both of them are completed successfully or both are failed. That's what we call atomically. The mapping token issued on the target chain may circulate from one holder to another. However, who holds the mapping token is entitled to claim and draw the locked token on the source chain. Theoretically, tokens can be fungible, such as ERC20 tokens, or non-fungible ERC721, or any other type of asset, because the message layer doesn't impose any restrictions on the payload's content. And as I mentioned in the previous page, the message layer doesn't care about the exact meaning of the message they are transferring. They are relaying. Okay, next page, please. Okay, here are 4 types of transactions that related to cross-chain transfer. The issue in the top right reflects the key points of we have introduced so far. let's see what happens under the hood with when a requester performs a cross-chain transfer. The backend module locks the asset on the source chain. After the lock-in transaction is included in a block and finalized, the header relayer delivers the corresponding header and the transaction proof to the target chain. Here, the header relayer connects the source chain and the target chain. It can be a node or a set of nodes. Meanwhile, the message relayer delivers the message of the lock-in transaction to the target chain. Once the light client on the target chain finishes verifying the lock-in message, the issuing module transfers the mapping token asset to a specified address. The light client can should be included in the runtime of the target chain, which is easy to implement in substrate-based blockchains. Okay, so that's what I have to share today. I myself have some problem understanding implementation details. I hope you guys can get something from it. I originally planned to demonstrate cross-chain transfer to demonstrate the usage of our S2S bridges today, but I'm told they are updating the smart contracts now. Maybe next time. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'll turn it off to Bree. Bree?
All right. Thank you, Robin. Thank you for your great presentation for today. So guys, do you have any questions for Robin to understand substrate bridge? I completely understand it's a little bit difficult to follow up a lot of tech details here.
Exactly. I find it difficult myself.
Yeah, so do you guys have any question here?
So I have a question. So you mentioned atomic swapping. Is that
Yeah.
So that's it's immediate? Like, is it immediate atomic swap, or is it like time based? I kind of lost some of that. Like, is there the finality is like, is it when it hits the chain, does it take quite a bit of time, or is it going to be based on the light? So it's the light client, which only uses some of the transactions as a I'm kind of lost. I was just trying to figure out like so if we were going to be using a DEX per se, we'd be using on chain. We don't have to use it as like a bridging, or not necessarily bridging, but like, yeah. Can you expand on the atomic swaps aspect?
Actually, I'm not sure I understand your question, but I try to understand. Try to answer to you based on my understanding.
Yeah.
Nice. Actually, there's no DEX here. Relayers are not the exchange. Are not the exchange. Most exchanges we are using. Not most of them. Part of our custody based. So you have to trust us. You have to put some level of trust on them. But here we do not have to trust any single node in the relayer network. And as for the atomic operation,
Another question about atomic swap. So atomic swap is one of the traditional cross-chain, one of the traditional cross-chain landscape. So when you're doing atomic swap, like I guess it's the shadowing network, or called like atomic swap. So when you're adopting atomic swap, means that you can only swap your tokens, which means you cannot transfer your tokens. So like say if our bridge adopts atomic swap, you cannot transfer your tokens from Ethereum to Darwinia, or from Darwinia to Crab. You can only swap tokens. So I guess there is no like atomic swap mechanism in the whole substrate to substrate bridge or any other Darwinia bridges. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. There should be a liquidity pool for atomic swap. Is that right?
No, atomic swap is something based on times. So you have to unlock a kind of hash lock within certain times, and you're able to swap tokens. And there is another condition that two parties to swap tokens have to be online at the same time, because they have to unlock the hash time lock within certain time. So it's very hard to implement the bridge. Yeah, so it's kind of a very, very traditional way. Yeah, way back than the custodial bridges. Yeah.
That's more of exchange than transfer. It takes two to make an exchange, but as for transfer, we only need one account holder. We have account.
Lightning Network. Yeah, Lightning Network is the project. So Hustler, do you know the project called Lightning Network? Lightning Network is actually using atomic swap. Yeah, it's not shadowing network. I forgot about the name, and I searched for that. It's called Lightning Network. Yeah.
So we have to open up a connection, and then at the end we finalize our transactions, like together, like once it's been processed, like Lightning, because you have to open up a Lightning connection, and then once all the transactions have been finalized, then you could just close that connection. I'm just trying to figure that out.
No, you don't have to perform the process separately. You just have to use our wormhole to the transfer operation. But whether it succeeds or not doesn't depend on your two separate operations.
Okay, so the in between there's liquidity. So there's someone that's holding the liquidity, like sorry, kind of lost.
Hey, Robin. Hustler asked a question about liquidity.
Hustler?
Yes.
Could you please elaborate?
So is this a P2P trade, or is this like when you open up or when you do the transaction? Say if I did the transaction, sent if I was transacting ring to C ring, I send X amount ring, and I wanted does it so it displays how much C ring I would get. Is there a liquidity pool, like, or is it just so the atomic swap is just like a P2P trade?
Not exactly. I'll give you an example. If you want to transfer your ring to from Darwinia Network to Crab, okay?
Yeah, Crab. Yeah.
It doesn't transfer. It doesn't exchange your ring to C ring, both of which are native tokens. It just transfer your what you have to do is step one. You need to make sure you have enough rings and you have account on Crab Network to receive the transferred mapping token. That's what we call it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Mapped. Okay, we're talking.
it is still ring. It is still ring. It's not C ring, but it has a prefix X, which signifies that is not a native token. That is a mapping token. You can transfer it to other account in Crab Network who received the X ring can transfer it back to Darwinia Network and to ring. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you look to exchange your ring to C ring, we're definitely going to launch a DEX on Crab Network for you guys to swap C ring and ring. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I was kind of lost for a second there, but yeah. So
Yeah,
map tokens. We're talking about mapped tokens. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So C ring doesn't have to be involved.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's something different. There would be a DEX application on Darwinia for you guys to swap C ring and ring, and for Substrate to Substrate bridge, it's just transferring token. There is no swap involved in that.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So it's map tokens. Okay. I totally spaced that aspect. Yeah, I understand map tokens.
Great question. Yeah, great question to walk us through more details. Great.
Thank you.
Any other questions? All right. So let's just wrap up for today's Chatfest. Thank you, Robin. Great to have you here to share some tech details about Substrate to Substrate Bridge. So next, we're going to release our official PL plan article, and more PVE updates are going to come as well. And we're about to see the launch of the Crab continent before the Polkadot Parachains auction. We're trying to, yeah. So please stay tuned and invite more friends to join our MetaVerse Experience program. Yeah. Thank you guys for today. See you next time. Bye.
Thank you, Bree.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, Robin.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See ya. Bye.
Yeah, looking forward to see you again.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.